What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a couple different stories regarding Pirates of the Caribbean. Some of which rumors, some of which what people have said, like actual people. So I want to try and combine them into this little news report that's probably going to get a little spicy, and we're going to talk about the more controversial thing, or the more thing that's going to get me a little fuming first, so that people get to experience that first. But if you guys are new here and you guys do like this stuff, make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed, have the bell icon turned on so you know all these videos go up. I've been covering Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, Margot Robbie's Pirates. I've covered Pirates of the Caribbean for over 4 years now. I believe I led the charge when it came to Pirates 5. I really do believe that. And also, if you guys want to join our Discord server, I'll leave a link for it in the description below. Loads of awesome people over there willing to talk about pretty much anything, movies, games, anything, including Pirates of the Caribbean. A lot of Johnny Depp supporters over there as well. Again, the link for that will be in the description below. All right, let's start with the rumor. And the articles from We Got This Covered, I understand how bad of a website that is. This doesn't actually come from them, and that's what kind of makes it a little bit more scary. This comes from insider Daniel Richtman, which we've talked about him before. He does get things right. I think he's more on the side of like the Hollywood stuff, but the stuff, again, he gets a lot of things right, and they're kind of scary things. He's talked about basically diversity when it comes to Star Wars. He's talked about diversity when it comes to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and now he talks about Pirates of the Caribbean. He says that Disney wants Pirates of the Caribbean to be more diverse moving forward, with women and actors of color leading the series, which is the same thing, again, he said about Star Wars and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. All right, so I got to be careful about how I say this, because things get twisted, and luckily I'm not big enough, at least yet, for like stupid articles or stupid people on Twitter to kind of like take it and going the wrong way. For now, it's just if people, I guess, misunderstand me on YouTube, that's kind of the biggest controversy I get, at least right now. So let me make this very clear. I'm not any of the bad words, okay, out there. I respect all people, all colors, all races, all genders, anything, okay, all that stuff. You do you, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody, you do you. That's kind of there are laws and rules and stuff like that, and obviously you abide by those, but at the same time, be free, okay, be free. So the issue here is not that I don't want, and this is what always gets taken out of context. This is when you see people like Jeremy from The Quartering, or Yellow Flash, or any of those kind of people, it always gets taken out of context, where it's like, oh, they don't want women, they don't want actors of color, whatever, being in these things. No, it's never that case, or it's never that they are the words that people say. That's just them kind of lashing out. It's that, as we've seen, these kind of properties, whether it's movies, TV, even games, they make it about that, whereas it's not about the character. And people are waking up to this, and people are realizing this. I don't think they're doing it very quickly. I think it's like a slow process that takes time. I do think people understand. A good example of like a woman thing is Wonder Woman. The 2017's Wonder Woman is phenomenal, and that's how you do a woman movie. Okay, that's how you star a woman as the main lead, as a Wonder Woman. And the reason Wonder Woman 1984 isn't very good is not because of Gal Gadot, and in fact, she's the best part of it. I think she does the best acting of her life. So that's just one example, right? And you can go any example. The reason Charlie's Angels is bad is not because they're all girls. It's not because it's a female-led movie. It's because they make it about them. It's because they're women that they're strong. It's because they're women that they can get away with literally anything, or they can do literally anything, right? You want this person to be indestructible and the smartest person on mankind? It's because she's a woman, isn't it? Yes, that's the reason. And that's why these things don't work. That's why these things tend to backfire. Now, not every time. I'm not saying, now, again, because again, like, people will twist this. Again, I'm not saying like having a woman or having a person that's not white basically lead your movie is going to immediately lead it to doom. No, it matters how it's function. Like, again, is that the main thing about the movie? Do you go see this movie because it's got a blank, whatever you want to call it, that kind of star leading it? Like, is that the reason you go? That's why I had such an issue. I made a video about this specifically, remember? Such an issue with Margot Robbie talking about the women, like the female power of her Pirates movie, and how like that's a first, and how like that's like the main thing. And I flipped out in that video. I think all of you guys agreed with that, because like I like Margot Robbie, but that is the stupidest thing you could ever say. Because did you forget about Elizabeth? While I hate Angelica, did you forget about Angelica? Did you forget about Tia Dama? Did you forget about Karina? I mean, especially Elizabeth is what doesn't make any sense. It's like Elizabeth is like the main character of At World's End. Elizabeth is one of the most important characters in all of Pirates of the Caribbean. And again, in 3, I would say she's more important than Jack, okay, for large amounts of the movie. So, like, to say that they've never had female-led, like and strong females is a joke. And again, like, you can say that, fine, but like if you're positioning your movie on we're females and that's why you should go see this Pirates movies because you've never seen a female pirate before. That, okay, number one, that's not true. Number two, have you seen the movies? And see, again, like that right there kind of comes from somebody, I feel, that doesn't know anything. You know what I mean? Again, like, I like her. I like Margot Robbie. I think she's a great actress, but I like her as seemingly as a person. But like, has she ever watched a Pirates movie? Because you would never say something like that if you didn't do that. Same thing for this. If you say, if there's a Pirates movie and like it's a diverse cast, and if I hear them say one time that the reason you need to go see this Pirates movie is because the cast is diverse, I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna flip out. I'm gonna throw something out a window. I really will. Because this has been done. This has been done with Star Wars. This has been done with all this different kind of stuff. And, you know, I get really mad. I'm a very passionate Star Wars fan, but like Pirates is another level. Like I think, I do feel like I love Pirates more than Star Wars. Pirates is probably like my number one franchise. There's like Harry Potter, Fast and Furious. I know that maybe is like an odd one, right? Scream in like a horror kind of genre. Like there's some franchises that I just care so passionately about, including Star Wars. But like if this happens to Pirates, because we're already in it. Like Star Wars is already getting destroyed from the inside out. There are good things like Mandalorian, but like, you know, there are just very bad, you know, signs in Star Wars all throughout, including the sequel movies, right? If this happens to Pirates, it's just like, come on. You know what I mean? So, you know, again, like the Margot Robbie thing is that, and I hated when she said that, and now we have this. And again, like I'm reading in between lines, you could be saying, well, Alex, well, nothing has happened yet. Well, okay, we're psychic then. We're psychic because I can tell you that this is how it's going to go. They're going to announce females. They're going to announce LGBTQ, which is, again, it's fine. They can be whatever they want. I don't care if they are. But if you tell me that you need to go see this movie, or the main feature, because they always do this, the main feature of the character, why is this character special? Oh, they're LGBT. Well, like, who? What? I don't care. I don't care who you are. I don't care that you're straight. I don't care that you're anything. I want you to be a good character. You can be whoever you want, but you need to be a good character. And again, the way these things play out, in some circumstances, in some, not all, in some, and this is what I think is going to happen to Pirates, is that's what's going to happen. It's going to doom the franchise. Go see this movie because we have a diverse cast. Don't see it because of the characters. Don't see it because of the story. Don't see it because we're pushing it in like a new direction that you haven't seen before. Go see it because the characters, abide by this, or they are this kind of person. Like that means nothing to me. Nothing. You think I went to see Pirates because Johnny Depp, or because of his skin color? No, people fell in love with Johnny Depp or Jack Sparrow because of Johnny Depp, the character, the progress. I mean, it's not like Jack Sparrow is like a terrible character carried by his personality. No, Jack Sparrow is a good character, and they do a lot of things with. Now, sometimes they don't always do the greatest things with him, but they do some really good things with him, especially in like At World's End, and even on Stranger Tides. He's like, Jack's character is super good in both those movies. Okay, so that's one thing, and I know I spent basically the majority of the time. I do really want to quickly talk about Kevin McNally, obviously Gibbs, right, in the Pirates, and he did this around like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. So sorry it's so late, but basically, and again, kind of boiling it down, he talked about how it would be criminal to not have Pirates 6 without him, right? That Pirates is Jack, that he understands people, that he gets told all the time that people say if there's no Johnny Depp, no Jack Sparrow, they won't see the movie. He agrees with that. He understands why they say that. He said, I don't know if I would either, right? Because Pirates kind of is Jack, and if you're going to do something different, why not have just a different franchise? Like, why not name it something else? I don't fully agree, as I've always said, and this is kind of, maybe even from him, this is not an opinion that jives with everybody. I do think Pirates can be about more than just Jack Sparrow. I think you can make spin-off stuff and do stuff without him, okay? But if you're going to leave him in the state that you left him in 5, I just don't think that's how you do it. I think you have to have either like an amazing conclusion to him, or make it so that he is always doing something. You know he's always around, but then you can do different stuff with different characters. And if you want to introduce them, maybe you do it through him. Maybe you have a Pirates movie with him be the platform that these other characters are born on, right? It even said like his idea of a movie that wouldn't even require too much of him would be like maybe Gibbs leads a younger cast to try and find him, and they find find him at the end of the movie, and that's kind of it. I mean, that would kind of be like a Star Wars Force Awakens kind of thing. Like, I think that would work. Honestly, I don't think that would be the worst thing, in mankind. Obviously, again, you'd have people that say, like, well, there's not enough Jack, and there's not this and that, and you're always going to get that. But, like, it's good to, again, like, this is good to see. Like, you have Jerry Bruckheimer in his court. You have people, like, in the music industry, right, because he's close with some members of pretty famous people in general, right, very much on his side. You have people in the Pirates of the Caribbean world, right, actors, actresses that have worked with him saying these kind of things, too. It's good to see. It's good to see Amber Heard's show doing terrible. It's good to see Amber Heard's videos online doing the worst, like, ever possible. So, again, I think it's very clear where the public stands, whether or not the courts want to agree with it or not. I think it's very clear where the public stands. So we'll have to see where that goes. Good to see that at least we got Master Gibbs, right, on his side. That's good to see. He'll always be, and he even says that he'll always be tied with Jack Sparrow. He will. I mean, Gibbs will always be tied with Jack. If there's no Jack, there really is no Gibbs. And he even kind of acknowledges that, where it's like, if Johnny Depp isn't in Pirates 6, he doesn't think he would be either. And that's sad. That's sad because he's one of the originals, and he worked well in 5. I think the way they used him in 5 actually was pretty darn good, and they could just kind of replicate that going forward. He doesn't have to be in it all that much. He doesn't have to be all that important, but he can have some sort of a smaller purpose in these movies. So let me know, guys, in the comments below, what do you think? What do you think about the diverse cast? What do you think about Gibbs, kind of standing up for him? Let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. Sorry I got passionate there in the beginning, although hopefully entertained you guys in some way. Again, you can join our Discord server, the link for which is in the description below. Try to do a new Johnny Depp Pirates, something kind of like this video around once a week, so I'm going to try and keep that up. And obviously, if anything happens in terms of news or in terms of Pirates or in terms of Johnny, any of that kind of stuff, I will, of course, cover it, okay? Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope to see you all on the next video.